Everyone, Tutorials for Looms here. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the amazing star jump bracelet, and this is the back side. This is the signature side. This was actually not designed by me, but designed by a very talented and well-known loomer, Lumania0304, and this is her profile, and I'll actually turn my brightness for you. She designed this bracelet and they requested me to do a tutorial. I was so happy when she sent the message to me, and how could I decline? I mean, this bracelet is amazing. So I was so excited about this, and so yeah. You're going to have it's going to be an 8-pin bar setup, so you're going to need 16 pin bars to make a full wrap. It's going to be two regular loom configurations and then 2 pin bars sticking out, and then however many bases you would like and can possibly fit. And so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by placing the orange bands that you can see in this bracelet. I'm using opaque pink. And we're going to start by placing 2 on these first 2 pins, and then we will go straight and follow it like this on each side of your pin bars, and then we will just go straight up. This bracelet has some very unique looping techniques to them, and I think that's what makes it look super cool. I am a very big fan of wide bracelets. I do like my occasional thin one, and I do make a lot of those because I like to put them with my bigger bracelets. And so I knew I had to make a rainbow themed one, and I probably wear this every single day, or at least 5 days a week, because it matches everything. That's what I love about the rainbow color combo. Alright, so you're going to go until the second to the last pin, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn in so that you're going to reach on this middle pin bar right here. It's going to be the last one there, and then you're also going to go down. So then you're going to repeat that on this side. My things are completely pushed down. And then what we're going to do is you're going to go straight up. So it's going to be ending on this these 2 pins right here. And now we're going to do the single chains right there. So you're going to start here on this, it's going to be the first couple ones for the regular loom configuration. So I really like using opaques for these designs for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel like dual layered bands would get too messed up, but that's me because I'm horrible with dual layered bands. They never come out the way I like. But I have a bunch of them, and I still like to use them. It's just everyone else is so much better at me than using those dual layered, and I tend to use them a lot. But I figured for this tutorial, let's go easy, so that way it's going to be easier to follow. Hopefully it is. Alright, so you're going to end on the these 2 pins right here. You're going to end on the last pin that connects to right there. And now we are going to place our X's, the little frilly parts, the diamonds, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to call them. So you're going to go make an X, so you're going to go from here to here, and then go out, and so that you can make an X shape. And then I will repeat that on this side, and I'm using my opaque purple bands. And I'm also going to be using my opaque white bands. So we're just going to repeat same process of making X's. A lot of X's. And actually on this first rendition over here that I was making, I messed up the rainbow so many times, and I still didn't do all the colors I wanted to. I forgot to use my opaque olive bands, which are actually right there. I'm going to be using those for the cap bands that are in this bracelet, but I always had to take it off because I forgot the red, and then I forgot the fuchsia, and it was really stressful. But I got through it. And then I'm so glad that I continued with it, because I almost just left it and then was not going to put it on. And I just decided that I needed to follow through with it, and I'm so glad that I did, because I absolutely loved the end turnout. So, yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my X's off camera, and I will be back to show you where Alright, so you would have ended on these pins. So now our next step is going to be placing the X's, so they're the colorful ones again. I'm using my navy blue. So you're going to start here on the left pin, and then you're going to do on the right pin. So we're always going to be doing the left to right. And that's very important that you do that, so that way it comes out a lot better instead of just alternating. So after this, we'll only have 2 more steps before we start the looping process. Oh, and I'd also like to mention that the Star Jump bracelet was named by Suzanne HB here on YouTube. Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram. And I'd like to give name credits to her. Alright, so once you complete your X's, we're now going to place the black bands. So it's right there. And I'm going to be using neon orange for that. So you're going to start here on these center pins right here. And then you're going to go out to that second pin on the next pin bar. And then you're going to go from on these pin bars and you're going to go in. Like that. So we're just going to repeat that process all the way up our loom. This color combo is going to be really weird. I just chose some random opaque colors because I knew I wanted to use opaque. I just didn't know what kind. And I thought about following my same color pattern, but I was low on particular colors and I wasn't going to make this one a full wrap, so I wasn't sure. And I just decided to go with these colors, so it's going to be a really weird, really weird rendition, but there are colors of the rainbow. They should work. But I don't suggest following this color combination. Ooh, my bands are going everywhere. And we are almost done. Placing these bands, and then we'll have one more step to place. And it's going to end right here on this pin. Like so. Alright, so our next step is to place cap bands, and you can't really see them, but it's white. Here, let's go where the white isn't. It's going to be those white bands in there, so you can't really see them. So you're just going to take a band and twist it, so it's a cap band, and then you're going to place it on these pins right here, so you're not going to hear and skip here and then go up to there. And then you want to do that again. You want to do that on each pin. You can do it with your hook, your fingers like I am, however you would like to do it, as long as it's a double looped band on those 2 pins. This makes it a lot tighter in the center, and I think it gives it a much neater look to it. These are just my favorite way to place it when you're doing it, because I like to stretch it out just a little bit, just to make it not so stressful. And then our last one right here. Right here. Now we want to turn our loom around, and you're going to want to grab 1 or 2 of your pink, so I'm using 2. You're going to wrap it around on your hook. Then you want to place it on these 2 pins right here. And now we can start the hooking process. So the first thing that we're going to do, it's actually a little weird. Oh, well, after, hold on, it's after we place these. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was looking at my instructions. So first what we're going to do is we're going to loop out the bands right here, but that's actually, we're not going to continue doing those X's. You're going to go ahead and loop this perimeter. So you're going to go through all the bands. So there's going to be a lot of bands we haven't looped yet, but you're just going to go ahead and loop these out, and then we will do the exact same thing on the other side. And now we just want to go straight down down like this, just looping it, go through both layers of the bands. That's why I said it had a very unique looping process. And that's why they're more dominant on the one side. I'm holding my loom down. Sorry about that if I get in the way, but it's just go through the 2 layers of bands and just loop it out. And you want to stop on these pins. Do not continue going in. And then we'll stop on that corner pin right there. Alright, so our next step is to place the neon orange bands. So we're first going to loop the smaller, the one that's not as stretched out first. And then you're going to come over here, and it's going to be really weird since that band's already looped, and you're going to loop it like that. So it will look really weird, but that is the way it's supposed to look. It's going to look really weird because it's already going to be looped onto that band, but that is the fun part of it, is making it unique. So now we're going to loop the smaller band, and then loop out the other band. In like that. So we will just continue that all the way down. Interested to see how this, I know I've said it, but I'm really curious to see how this is actually going to come out. I probably will end up giving this bracelet away because I usually give away all the bracelets that I do in my tutorials because I don't use them as full wraps, so that way the tutorial doesn't take way too long, and that way you can see the loom a lot better. I would do full wraps, and I could do full wraps, but it's just for the sake of the tutorial, it works a lot better. So I always end up giving away my tutorial ones. So I don't know exactly how this will turn out, but hopefully whoever I give it to will like it. And some of the time I give them away to charities and stuff. But like I said, I just chose random colors. But maybe it'll just look fun and unique and people will like that about it. Almost done on this side. And you won't be able to see the cap band, and that's kind of why I went with the olive green, just for randomly. So hopefully the rest of the colors will look, because I just grabbed olive green. I was like, I don't really know why I'm using this, but it works perfect for the cap bands because it's tight. It's got a different texture than most of them, so I think it will work good for the cap bands. Alright. And my last one here. So now what we're going to do, and I realized I just looped my X's wrong, but that is okay because you see it's looped on that band. Hopefully you've crossed yours. I grabbed it wrong, but anywho, you're going to grab the band that's on the top, and then you're going to loop it out, and then the band that was on the bottom, you loop it out. So it should be going to right to left, to right to left, to right to left. Hopefully that's what yours looks like. I really like how she looped these bands first, because usually you don't see that happening. You see that the X's and then them coming out. So I love how much time she put into this. Thought she put into it, and the way she looped it, because it's unique. And I like seeing unique, and I also like it when a lot of people use like ordinary techniques and make them fun. So that's just my personal opinion. Should have pushed, you might want to push those down a little bit so that you can place it on the pins. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're not going to loop the X's, but we're going to loop the single chain. So you're going to have to go in through all the bands that are right there that you can, and you're going to want to grab that single chain band, and it's going to look really weird. But you want to make sure you go through the purple band to grab it and not just pick it up. So you're just going to loop out that single chain. So you're going to go through 2 layers of bands once again and just loop that forward. I'm going to go ahead. I actually need to continue up on this side. We are almost done. Woohoo! Because the X's are very easy to loop out. Can't wait to make more of these. They're one of my favorites. One of my favorite bracelets of all time. Alright, so you're going to end, obviously, when you can't go any farther. That was a mix between farther and further. It's really late at night, so I'm not quite sure how conscious I am. Alright, so now our last step is to finally loop out those X's. So you're going to go over here, and you're going to grab whichever band is on top, and then it's going to be looped out like this, and then out like this. Then you're going to go through here and loop it out. So it's going to be looped out as normally. It's just going to be kind of weird since we've already looped all the bands. So whichever band is on top is the one you want to grab. Go through here, grab that top band, loop it out. Go in here, grab the top band, loop it out. So it's very simple. You're going to go in here, now that's the top band, and then come over here. And once again, like that. So it's just very basic. It's just weird because of the way it's been looped already, but it's kind of hard to go in there without already snatching it. Put out and out. So we're just going to repeat that process the entire loom's length. So it's until we've reached our last X. So I'm going to do this one more time with you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and go off screen, and if you're having any trouble you can just rewind. And so, but it's very basic. So I'm just going to go ahead and go off screen, and I will be right back. Alright, so you should have ended right on these pins, and now we're just going to go in through here and loop these bands in to lock all those bands in place. Okay, so grab my 2 bands in my clip here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these, and we're going to grab the bottom 2 bands that we placed right at the beginning. Go through and grab those. And now we want to take our 2 bands and slide it through. And then we can attach a C-clip to that. And now we can pull it off of our loom, and I suggest you do this with a hook, because that way bands won't break, and it's just a lot better to do so that your bands don't get as stretched out. So yeah, I don't, especially all the time we've already put into this, especially if you're making a full wrap, you definitely want to take it off with a hook. So now when you're pulling it off, you're going to see the back side of the bracelet. And then if you've already got it all the way off your loom, you can add an extension to it, and that's what I will end up doing. I will not do that on camera though. So now you can kind of give it a tug and your bracelet is complete. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like this bracelet, please give it a big thumbs up as well. And if you make it, don't forget to tag me and the designer at Lumania0304 on Instagram. You can tag us in the photo on the caption so that way we will be able to see it. Because sometimes things get caught up in our newsfeed. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.